Gone in 60 minutes. Let's find out.
Seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Wednesday. Oh, man, it's April 20th, 2022. It's 4:20. You know what that means? It means that half of you are going to be stuffing your faces with the Doritos and brownies and not getting a whole lot of work done today. So anyway, hope you're looking forward to a great Hump Day, new comic book day, all the good stuff here. I'm your friend Brian K. Morris, author and former independent, or actually current independent publisher, writer, and former mortician's assistant. Hope you're having a great Wednesday so far. And we're going to be talking a lot about stuff we have out and what we're doing. But first of all, we got to get that attitude of gratitude. First of all, we are brought to you by Rising Tide Publications. Check them out. The Terrors is coming out this summer. And that's my newest book. It's one of my new books. I've got a lot coming out this year. So anyway, check out Amazon and Smashwords for announcements of the new stuff. Also, Plasma Fire Graphics on the look of your book matters to you. When you write a great book, you want a great cover in front of it, don't you? And that's what's going to entice people to pick up that book and look at it and show them how it feels, how it looks, how it smells, and then take it home after paying for it, of course. And Jeffrey Hayes at Plasma Fire Graphics is the guy to go to get that kind of great cover for your book. He's done a couple of mine. I love his work. We're going to be doing more in the future, including the Terrors. And also, if you want to see more of Jeffrey's work, go to the Plasma Fire Graphics Facebook page, then truck on over to plasmafiregraphics.com, where you can see more work that has seen print, not just one of the seen print, but has seen print, and then contact him about his indie creator friendly prices. It's Plasma Fire Graphics, and the look of your book matters to you because it definitely matters to your readers. We're a part of the Rising Tide Broadcasting System, Rising Tide Broadcast Network, rather. And check out what we've got here. I'm so excited today. Yes, we got some news for you later on. But anyway, check out tomorrow's lineup, starting with Comics Unlimited, and then followed up with Comic Book Spectrum at 7 p.m., starring Eric S. Hawkins, Brian Rodman, Joe D. McPhee, and myself. Clyde Hall is taking a little hiatus due to some work he's got to get done. He's going to be writing some more. That's kind of exciting. But anyway, please check it out, and we're going to be reviewing the latest and greatest stuff coming out today from your local comic book shop and elsewhere. So please check that out. And also, we want to thank our Patreon patrons who keep the Rising Tide moving forward, both in print and on the air. And if you would like to see your name on this card and force me to expand it and make it larger on the sides, so check us out at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And I said I had some news is coming up, and as you know, we got a book story press available now for 99 cents. The Lost Adventures of Captain Hawkland, The Skyhook Remnant, a sequel to the Skyhook Pirates. It's a really fast-paced, quick-read book. I think you'll dig. And this just came out yesterday from Prose Press. The New Adventures of the Blue Circle with myself, James Blakey, and Quentin A. Castle. We have written stories about a Golden Age comic book called The Blue Circle. It's not just that guy sitting in front in the red cloak and the blue jodhpurs. No, it's a committee of former criminals who advise a two-fisted crime fighter on how to go about his business. They are the Blue Circle, each and every one of them. And we've got 3 exciting stories in there. This book was edited and laid out by the one, the only Cookie Morris. And I'm very proud of it. And having a book published by Prose Press is kind of a bucket list thing for me, so I'm happy to see this. It's available currently in paperback and ebook form from Amazon. Check it out. We have got a link in the comments below and above, depending on where you're watching us. And depending on where we're watching us, please give this a like on Facebook, and please hit that thumbs up button if you would. Also, if you haven't subscribed already on YouTube, please consider doing so. Hit that subscribe button and then tingle that bell. It likes it a lot. Look at how it's dressed. So it helps us a lot. It really does. And speaking of helping us a lot, we got a whole bunch of comments from you, the viewing public, that we're going to wade through right now. We are already 8 minutes behind, not counting how soon they got here. And who's first in the... It's got to be Nicholas Anthony Tockard of the Historical Fencing Guild, Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Hey, good morning, Nevermornings. It's time for the Nevermind the Furthermore pre-show. Today's pre-show is about 2 things: progress and giving back. I like the theme already. And Nick Tockard's progress this week is a measure of promotion, organization, and creation. I will be on Radio Retro Future today at 2 p.m. Eastern, slated to talk about RPGs. I'm going to have the Bonesard on the show here very, very soon. He's got a lot of cool things to say, and I think you're going to dig what he's got. If you're into steampunk, he's the guy to follow. Definitely check out this interview. He's a great interview. He interviewed me a couple weeks ago, and I had a great time. Hope you'll have a great time with watching Nick. In the Historical Fencing Guild, I've spent the last couple days collecting my original artwork and more safely storing it, which has been some time coming. And minimum, I am putting out a new edition of my Patreon exclusive blog. Excellent. We are working on tomorrow's exclusive blog, and we have already scheduled the last chapter of The Terrors. And it's kind of interesting because we have extensively rewritten chapter 5. We changed it to something a little more exciting. And it's been quite the task. It's taken me 3 days to do it. But anyway, I know how updating your stuff can be time consuming, but definitely worth it. So definitely check out the Historical Fencing Guild, and please sign up for his Patreon page. Many of the people that you saw on my Patreon card have active Patreon pages of their own. Nick Tockard is one, Brian Rodman is another, and Cindy Kepp, CKOEPP.com. Check it out. And sorry if my typing is worse than usual. This is my first time back at an actual keyboard in months. Well, cool. I guess this sounds like progress too. But my question for you folks, says the Historical Fencing Guild, is what are you doing with your skills to give back to the community? That's an excellent question. I think it's one we should be asking ourselves regularly. I am working on the videos, still in the scripting phase, trying to organize all my thoughts on how to create from zero to finished product. So that's what we're going to be working on in the immediate future. And we creatives are blessed not only to draw from the well of our imaginations and beyond, but what we do, love, and are grant the support emotionally and financially of each other. How are you repaying that karmic situation? Well, one thing that just occurred to me, and this and seeing this lovely lady here, Michaela Jade, who just finished her latest book. I'm so excited about that. Way to go, Michaela. Mwah. And hello, sweetheart. How are you? Mwah. Good to see you. But anyway, I try to show up on Michaela's show as much as possible. and try to share what little I know about this business with our audience. And we had a real good response the other night. You might want to check out Michaela's show for Monday Night Tidbits and Scribbles. Good stuff. And hello, Michaela J. Says Nicholas Tucker. And hello, Carl Witzman. Good to see you. Hello, everyone. Wow, it's a lot of pre-show. I'm going to need more coffee. I didn't know I needed to, but here I am. And whoops, hit the keyboard. Let's see. There we go. I just hit there we go. Finally found it. And I waited till after 9. Carl, what more could you have of me? Brevity? Oh, never, sir. We don't want that from you. And Donna, Carleen, hey, everyone. And yeah, you too, Carl. And brevity requires which is a deucedly short supply for someone tragically forced to renounce the bean. Oh, man. I'll just have to take up your slack, Nick. Before 10 a.m. Okay, good. You've got a window there. You can get caffeinated. And hiya, Donna. And haha, Nick just teasing is pretty quiet so far. Where's everyone else? And Wednesdays are tricky. Yes, they are. I haven't figured them out yet either. And somewhere in the mountains of Colombia, Juan Valdez Jr. is crying. I hear his tears. And today also has certain connotations. Yes, it does. It is 420, and we know what that means. Means potato chip sales are going up today radically. I've never been tempted, oddly enough. I've never taken a toke. Honest, I haven't. I'm just like this naturally. Hungry. But no, I've never taken a toke. I've only indulged in, there's only been secondhand smoke around me. I just never was tempted for it. And lament. Also, remember tomorrow's International Surprise Drug Test Day. Why do you think it's relevant for this audience, Nick Tucker? That's what I want to know. And Michaela J is either puzzled or terrified. I don't know which. And my lament was for losing the warm, life-giving hot bean water. I understand, sir. I understand. My doctor and I have had several top volume conversations about it. Like, I need to give it up. And I said, sir, that's all that gets my heart started in the morning. You don't know what you're asking. And Michaela G sharing some good news with us. Warriors Honor is off to the editors. The cover is coming along nicely. And Saturday, she will be on, and I quote with Ryan Permisson, on Nerd Culture, talking all about it. So you got to tune into that thing. And I heard you change the ending after sending it to the editors, getting as bad as Donna Carleen. Carl Witzman, I know what you're talking about. Sometimes my endings don't survive my writing. the finished product. So I'm fully comprehending this. But Donna Carleen has heard Carl's laments and said, Carl, don't make me come back there. And ha, says Carl Witzman defiantly. And wow, folks are already getting into domestic disturbance territory. I know it's a shame unless you've got a camera nearby and can record it. And Carl Witzman says, like you'd make it through the maze of cat toys and kitten to make it back here. Uh-oh, challenge accepted. Be right back, folks. It's been nice knowing you, Carl. And ha, Callie heard me coming and removed all the barriers. Oh, crap. So you can tell who's been feeding Callie lately. And Carl Witzman says, when folks are in their 20s, a domestic disturbance involves shouting, tossing, possible stabby things. At our age, Car 54 responded to two old people glaring at each other. Cruise chefs do it idle wild now. And Sarah, good morning, darling. Wow, hope your Wednesday is going excellently. And morning, too bad I'm not going to Walmart, or I bring on the too bad I'm not going to Walmart, or I bring on the shenanigans. You can shenanigate all you wish, darling. And hey, Sarah, and it would be so worth getting kicked out of the store. All that, yes. Sarah did a bad thing the other day at the local Walmart. She subjected folks unwittingly to the show by playing us at top volume. And hello, Kmart shoppers. We are running a blue light special. Oh, sorry, wrong store. And remember, whatever you're getting right now, be sure to buy as many DVDs and Blu-rays as possible. Let's get rid of that fishing section. We don't need it. We need more Blu-rays and DVDs and CDs. And Michaela mocks everyone with her laughter. And Sarah is glad to see Carl, and Donna's glad to see Sarah, and who wouldn't be? And I want to hoot like a monkey, like in the video that Joe Dog shared, see if I can get the other husbands riled up. Go for it. Do this thing. And hi, Skunk Rocker. Mwah, good to see you, sir. And hi, Sarah. There are shenanigans aplenty right in this feed. I tell you what, you got that right. And BKM, Ron loves the sketchbook I got. He has the link to it. Excellent, excellent. Sarah's making her own sketchbook, and it's really quite impressive. It really is. And everyone's saying hello to the Skunk Meister here, and Sarah's showing her dark little heart there. And hey, Skunk, yes, that's right. Skunk was what was it? Monday night was had to go to Atlanta. Hint: it's not next door. It's a fur piece from where our favorite furry is stationed, and he was racking up the OT there. Man, I hope you're okay this morning. Ted Davies Archery, good to see you, sir. Hope your morning's going well, my friend. And everyone say hi to Ted. And from Desperate Small Press Publisher, Saturday nights at 10 p.m. on the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. How you doing, Joe D. McPhee? And everyone saying hello, hello. And yes, all is well, Joe. Good to see you here, sir. And Desk, says Sarah, Carl, Nick, Sarah, Joe D., Donna, John Boy, and Gone in 60 Minutes, more like the movie Gone in 60 Seconds when it comes to coffee and BKM. True dat, Joe. And speaking of Joe, oh, yeah, that's yeah, we just got that out of the percolator this morning, and it's sliding down this little part of my stomach. It reminds me, you used to have an ulcer. Anyway, I'm glad to see it. And we are also glad to see Rick Bradley. Good morning to you, superstar. Hope you're doing well. And what? No, award-winning playwright and former mortician's assistant Brian is anxious to get into these comments this morning. I just saw how many were waiting for me, dude. And so here I am. Now, Rick is going to show off his brains. Did you know that in the first Civilization game, Gandhi's aggression rating was the lowest score of 1, meaning he didn't want to make war? However, if a player chose democracy, his aggression dropped 2 points. Instead of falling to -1, the number looped around to 255, the highest aggression rating possible. Democracy turned Gandhi into a nuke-firing titan. Don't mess with those peaceniks, I'm telling you. Find out more bites of gaming on R&D Gaming coming April 25th to the Rising Tide Network. I'm excited. That's going to be a fun show where Rick and his son Donovan are going to check out games and talk about classic ones from yesteryear. So please see to being there. And Rick Bradley asks you to check out his author page at R. Bradley on Amazon. You can sink your claws into the Nightmare Collective, eat some apple pie with the Marvin's Night Out. You got to read that book to find out why that's a good line there. Bask in the glory of the award-winning pulp reality #1. Try to hide from tales of the weird and strange. And Charles F. Millhouse, good to see you, buddy. How you doing? Hope you are having a great morning. Looking forward to Major Marjorie coming out soon with another story by myself and some other wonderful people. It's going to be great. And Molly Daniels, darling, I am so glad to see you. Glad you posted your pictures of the great time we had at SalukiCon. And it's good to see you. Mwah. Everyone say hello, 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 hello. And thank you, Ryan Permisson, for sharing this. And hey, and everyone. And good morning, Never Mornings. How are you? We are well, Ryan. We hope you are the same. And if you missed Monday night's Tidbits and Scribbles, Michaela Jade's YouTube on Michaela Jade's YouTube channel, we talked about increasing your sales and working on it right now. Don't forget, we have a brand new book, The New Adventures of the Blue Circle. It's an old comic book character. Only made about 5 appearances, but now he's got about 8, thanks to me and a couple of great authors. So please check out that book. You'll be glad you did. And everyone's saying hello and hello. And we're saying hello to the beautiful and delightful author, Kathy Jackson. Mwah! Good morning and happy Wednesday, lovely people. What, nothing for me? Anyway, we love you, Kathy. Hope you and Matthew and the family are doing well. And everyone's saying hello to each other still. And Ryan Permisson says, and if you want to be a guest on, and I quote, they're live Saturdays at noon Eastern, but if you need to record, he can do that. If for any conversation, you can promote your projects, which is kind of cool. Spots are open for August and beyond, and you can sign up at that address. Good morning, Mrs. Michaela, says Charles. And I was too tired after the evening job to tune in. Hopefully we'll watch today. I hope so, too. We need your eyeballs on that. Also, check out Molly's brand new book. It's a children's book, and it's quite interesting. So please leave a link for that, Molly, if you would. And follow me here to keep up with all of his podcasts on Ryan, and I quote, on Linktree. And to answer Nick's question, I deliver medical supplies to hospitals, so I think it's a good contribution. I think you're doing a lot of giving there, Skunk Rocker, especially when you got to burn the wee small hours when you could be doing stuff for yourself. So that's good of you, man. And way to go, Michaela. Good job. Yes, definitely. Michaela just finished the latest draft of her new Warriors book, the fourth in the trilogy. If Douglas Adams can do it, so can Michaela, by God. And Charles Ed Millhouse says, I've been out of the community for a while. Work is kicking my butt, but in a week and a half, back to a full-time writer, creator, and publisher, at least for 3 months. You know, I know you're going to make that 3 months count, Charles. And Charles, by the way, we're going to be reporting from Windy City Pulp and Paper the first Friday in May, where Charles has an alarming number of people from his flock up for awards. Now, Pulp Reality, I think number 2 and 3 are up for Best Anthology of the Year. Charles is up for Best Novel of the Year. I am up for Best Short Story for Snow Ambition, available now on Amazon. # always promote. And we have the interior and exterior art covered. Damian Aviles for interior and Clayton Merwin for cover. So we're going to cover that. We're going to try to see if we can broadcast. We're going to ask permission. And if we can, we're going to cover that live. Yes, live. So hopefully you'll see Charles like snap up all the awards except for me. So anyway, that's the way it works. Anyway, Charles, we're glad you're here. Love you, Marianne. Hope all is well. And your boy Hojo is here. Hail chat. Good morning, campers. Good to see you. See ya, Hojo. How are you this morning? It's always a pleasure to have you here. I don't see enough of you here. And we hope you'll fix that. And Carl Wisman says, sometimes I get back to the community by taking screenshots of shows at embarrassing times and posting them for comedic effect and surreptitiously advertising for them. We couldn't be more grateful, Carl. Thank you. And Scott Crocker says, but if you mean this community, the rising tide, floofy tail huggles and snuggles. Right back at you, buddy. Consider your tail combed, if you know what I mean. And in case you missed it, check out the debut of the new show, Comic Books, The New Class, where we, I believe that's with Crayley Vanis, right? Recommend comic books for new readers. And it's at that address as part of the Serial Box Network, johnpica.com. And welcome, Hojo. Hail, Hojo. And Molly Daniels had some drama Monday night at the evening job. What is the protocol when 4 officers haul in a suspicious person in front of your register and pat him down? Were they looking for exact change? That's the protocol. You got to be wary of that. Anyway, Nick Tucker, oh no bean, but by 10 a.m. my brain rumbles towards functionality and funsies, skunk. Yeah, some cuddles, some furry cuddles. Hey, we had some furry people at SlookyCon. I thought of you, skunk. You know, there were I don't think there were any skunks there, but I think Molly Daniels took some pictures of them. I know Reggie Lemure did. So check out that page. That's a fun page. The great Reggie Lemure. I love him. And I love his handler too. Anyway, check out the latest episode of And I Quote with crime fiction writer John L. French on that page. And Hojo is getting greeted by Nick. And seriously, all the problem customers have been in lumber the last 2 days. Wonder what will happen today. I know that Menards sells food. Like I said, it's gonna be the shelves are gonna run bare of Doritos by about 5 p.m. I suspect. And check out the interview with cosplayer the beautiful Willow Skylar on Ryan's channel there. And hail Nicholas from your boy Hojo. And giving back, I apparently provide comic relief at the evening job and provide any readers with awesome reading material. There you go, Molly. Way to go, way to go. And Molly, I suppose that lumber just brings out the worst in some people. I know. I've got jokes, but you should admire my restraint and not saying any wood jokes right now. But anyway, join Ryan Permisson and gang on Saturdays at noon Eastern for And I Quote with paranormal romance writer Michaela Jade as she lights up the room with her smile and other things. And she's going to be awesome, so please check out that show, all right? And Scott Cracker says, all right, now that I have my second load for the day into the van, I guess it's time for serious talk. I finally had to be the bad guy with my current roommate and told him he has until the end of the month, and that's it. I tried to be nice. I tried to explain. I gave him plenty of opportunity to plan ahead. He didn't want to be an adult, and I had to kick him out. So he's basically got 2 weeks, and he's not happy about it. And he tried to fight me last night, too, which is sad. Oh, hell no. That's a good way to get it down to 1 week, or to have him come back later today and find all of his crap on the front porch. Oh, skunk, you shouldn't have to put up with that. And quote of the night from that uncomfortable situation was, "I am calm." Doesn't that sound like a reasonable human being you want to live with? Not if they're talking in all caps, my friend. No. So yeah, it's unfortunate, continues the skunk rocker. I don't like being that guy, but sometimes you have to. It's true. Adulting is never easy. Honestly, though, the worst part was seeing a 40-year-old man throw a hissy fit like a child in a grocery store. Oh, yeah, there's no room for that in anyone's life. And I swear to God, says the skunk rocker, I could see this guy screaming at the top of his lungs, tears rolling down his face. I want Captain Crunch. I want Captain Crunch. So in the good news department, though, let's close this out with good news. I have completed the prototype for a board game, and I'm looking for playtesters for the alpha build. If any of you have Tabletop Simulator on Steam. Whoa, that sounds like fun, skunk. I seriously want to see that. I really do. And let's see, here we go. I think we have completed stuff. Skunk, I'm sorry I had to deal with your roommate like that, but good on you for standing up for your rights as a roommate. It's seriously, I feel for you, man. I really do. So let's continue the comments here from Rick Bradley. My phone volume wouldn't even hold a candle to your true volume, Brian. Yes, Molly and Rick and Kathy and Amy and poor Sean, who was standing directly behind me, all got a taste of how loud Brian can be. You see, when I was young, I didn't have an indoor voice, and it took me years to develop one. And I'm frightened by how easy it is to go from not just outside voice to great outdoors voice, where you can hear me on the other side of the forest, and the animals run in terror like there's a fire behind them. I I would say the place was probably at least as big as a football field, maybe larger. But Brian filled the room with his voice. And years of singing practice has left me with a pretty strong diaphragm. And years ago, like I said, this is about 28 years ago or so. I worked for I helped open the Office Depot business in Champaign, Illinois, and some of us didn't feel like conversing with each other. Like, we had to relay news. We didn't feel like, we were all busy. We were trying to stock the shelves and really get things going. And we didn't have time to convey needed information by just walking over to the opposite side of the building. So several of us developed shouting. And I was one of them. So it was me and about 4 or 5 others. We could shout from one end of the building and be heard in the far end. And we're pretty proud of that for some peculiar reason. So just, pray I don't yell into your phone for recording, Rick. But anyway, my manager showed up and asked, Molly Daniels says, my manager showed up and asked if everything was okay after the nice officers left. I said, I'm such a troublemaker. You were just looking to get patted down too. That's probably going to be in your next book. And I am grateful for this community and all your support. Have a safe and productive day, everyone. Happy New Comic Day. Happy one to you, Brian. Have a great one, my friend. And here he is, Brian Rodman. Good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorians. We have 3 days until we launch the second issue of the Nebulizer. That's right, folks. Your favorite asthmatic mutant slayer is back in front. And he's not alone this time. He and Albie. I love Albie. Meet the inquisitive and brave 11-year-old Hudson Bray in his bubble suit. That's right. Bubble Boy makes his debut. Head on over to Mighthead at that bit.ly address and to find out why it ain't easy being wheezy. Check that out. Hey, Brian, send me a DM. I want to ask you a question about Friday if you're up for it. And anyway, we got Skunk Stills kicked the guy out. Don't blame him. And Sarah, I'm spending time trying not to get a job with inmates around sturdy cutlery. Yes, Sarah, if I think I could be so bold as to say, Sarah, if anyone's looking for a wonderful lady to work for them, please consider Sarah. But I still get them myself from when I was unemployed 10 years ago. And only about 20% do I qualify for. But anyway, Sarah got a notice of a job at the local prison involving supervising inmates who carry cutlery. I believe that's called a shank. So she has wisely opted out. So, anyway, Molly Dan says Skunk started something with his Monday police at the hospital. That must have been. That must have been. He must have dropped off a couple inmates for you. And good job, Skunk. He will have to learn the hard way. Some people are like that. And Michaela, I agree with Michaela here too. Good for you, Skunk. Yeah, seriously. Brian Robbins says, so I have a very special comic to review this week. It's The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath by H.P. Lovecraft and illustrated by I.N.J. Colbard. Check it out this Thursday on Comic Book Spectrum. It's always a great show, and I'll be running down to my local comic shop today to see what's available, and also checking out Comixology. I occasionally find some real gems there, too. So anyway, William A. Bowe. Hi, Brian, and everyone. How are you guys? I hope all is well. Mwah! We are wonderful. Love you, brother. How are you today? Molly Daniel says mine was a person who spoke little English, had no ID, and was apparently acting suspicious out in the parking lot. He had not tried to shoplift anything, so not really sure why police were called. This person just what I know of police work. He could have been harassing people in the parking lot. He could have been in other parts of the store and made people uncomfortable. And the police might have been there to trespass him. So, that's the first things that pop into my head. And also there could have been a warrant out on him. There could have been somebody with his description out and about that didn't need to be. So, there's a lot of reasons why. And Michaela Jade says, so I did a thing. And if there's video, I'd like to see it. Anyway, no, she's proud of finishing her 4th book in the Warriors series. And I don't blame her. Good for you. What? You cleaned your office? Holy cats. Cancel my mail service. This is a holiday. You may have to come over here and do mine too. It's a freaking FEMA site here, I'm telling you. And sadly, he'll probably just find another person to leech off of, says Carl Witzman. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the way a lot of these deadbeat roommates that I've seen wind up being. They wind up sponging off of somebody till they get sick of it, then finding somebody else. And sometimes the roommate, doesn't have to be the person who's a guest there. I roomed with somebody just before I got married. And part of the condition was that I had to find my replacement roommate. I couldn't because everyone knew about him because I'd been bitching about him. So, I walk in the door, I drop my bags, move in my stuff, and then after I've been there about 10 minutes, he says, oh, by the way, I'm about $750 behind in my power bill. And I told him, I said, I better never come home to see the lights dimmed in here or the water not running. Because if I do, you're going out the window, head first. I told him, I said, I'm paying my share on time, if not early. You can pay your share on time. Oh, I had to buy a video game. And you know what? Your video game. You pay, and he had his daughter wasn't even a year old, and he was still letting the utilities slide. And I said, no, that's not happening here. I couldn't wait to get out. Anyway, let's see, we got the skunk guy. Nick, I'm looking at you. He taught in the good news department. He's completed the prototype, and he's looking at Nick for some support in the tabletop simulation testing thing. And what did you spring cleaning, Sarah? That's what she did, and that's pretty awesome. Great, says Carl Witzman to Michaela. My office is going to take 2 people in a whole day. Just saying, mine's going to take some dynamite and some people with some serious lifting ability. And my contribution to society is my sarcasm. It keeps me from losing it on people, says Rick Bradley. Oh, thank God for you have that pressure valve, sir. And Brian Robin, my goodness, the cats are micromanaging us to death this week. They made sure we got to work and hovered over us like a haunting Holy Spirit over the uncreated waters. Robin mailed 52 packages out to our wonderful Memoirs of an Angel backers for the first round of fulfillment. Finally! Yes, I saw, I think it was Luna. Was it Luna was sitting on that box of comics? I couldn't tell if that was an editorial comment or not. But anyway, I saw that I have a tracking number, and I'm excited because I can't wait to read the next issue because that's a good book, Memoirs of an Angel. It's like Lord of the Rings meets The Exorcist, but better. Nick Tucker says, I don't even have Steam, Skunk. I barely have Steam in the morning either, Nick. Maybe if you go back to drinking coffee. And Cameron Christopher Payne, good morning to you, my friend. Hope your morning is going well. I really do. And Brian Robin, congratulations to Charles F. Millhouse on all the nominations. Can't wait to join the party with Pulp Reality number 4. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna be in there too. I'm still hammering out my story, but it shall arrive. And your boy Hojo says, for some reason my sub for this channel got dropped. They know. Well, it wasn't me, brother. I'm telling you. Please resubscribe. I would love to. I want you back. I think what happened, Hojo, I did some research. I had a precipitous climb in subscribers about 6 months ago, and then all of a sudden they started like zoom. And what happens is when YouTube starts purging those suspicious accounts, sometimes they accidentally get like your regular ones too. And I am so very sorry you got caught up in that, your boy, because we want you here. We really do. We are the better for your presence. Skunkcracker says, dang it, Nick, how are you supposed to help playtest board games over the internet if you don't have the current technology? Have you ever been to Earl Park? Good Lord. I think it's just last year all the people started pooping indoors. And Rick Bradley says, Donovan and I got to sit for dinner with the amazing people of Heroes for Kids after SalukiCon, and can I just say I love them, and they restored some of my faith in humanity. Seriously, they are awesome people. And check out the Heroes for Kids convention. Rick, if you haven't signed up for that, I think you should. They still got a few tables left. That's going to be in Southeast Missouri, I believe, in July. So you all want to show up for that. And good day, all. Charles Millhouse, thank you for showing up here, brother. Hope you're doing well. Keep us posted on your stuff. And Molly Daniels says, here's the Rex link to Rex, the Piddlin' Pump, with art by Michael McIntyre. It is a cool book. I loved reading that and rereading it. It was so much fun. And Brian Robbins says, last night on the Dastardly Dingoes podcast, Damien led the show in style. They interviewed J.D. Calderon about his latest Kickstarter campaign, The Oswald Chronicles. They also introduced our new segment, A Moment with Chad. Damien did such a great job. Lauren brought it too, and Chad, well, of course, what can you do? Anyway, we understand that. Yeah, that was a good show last night. I got distracted and pulled away, unfortunately. So we're going to check out the rest of that show later on. But I did give it a like. And by the way, if you have enjoyed any part of this episode so far, or plan to anytime in the future, please give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Please subscribe if you haven't already, or your boy Ojo resubscribe. And please tingle that little bell and molest it and make it call you daddy, even if you're a girl. Anyway, please check it out. Please check out the subscription button and please subscribe to this channel. We really would help you. It would help us, rather. Excuse me. And Sarah says, good job standing your ground, Skunk. Agreed. Way to go, my friend. And just posted it over on your Facebook link. Way to go, Skunk. Molly Daniels agrees. Thank you, Molly. Thank you for everything. And good day to Radio Retro Future. Check out 2 p.m. today when he's going to have Bonsart's going to have a fantastic interview with one of our own. It's going to be wonderful. And Luke Stone Studios, good morning, Nevermorians, listening while at therapy. 5K, here I come. Looking forward to it, man. And I want to hear you. I want that to extend to you playing like Eric Clapton or better. I want you to sound like Eddie Van Halen's ghost is inhabiting you. But anyway, Luke Stone, check out current campaigns on Kickstarter and Indiegogo for a group of comics that Luke is associated with, also Randy Zimmerman. And if you got any Luke's link or your therapy, anyway, turn us up and scare the others. And that's what Sarah did the other day at Walmart. But anyways, Luke, love you, brother. Glad you're back with us. And I would ask him, do you want Captain Crunch? And Radio Retro Future just wanted to say hi. Hi. Have a podcast with Nick tonight. The Nickster will be there. And we'll have some new merch to reveal. Really proud of it. You should be. And Radio Retro Future, Bonsard, is going to be on our show soon. I just got to get off my backside and schedule you. And also, Pops Van Zandt will be coming soon, too. Molly Dale says, if I'm ever trapped, I want BKM with me. Yeah. They'll never hear me, but I guarantee his voice could be heard on the space station. Well, it's good. I still got the pipes. Baby, I got the pipes. And I can't think of too many people I'd rather be trapped with than you, Molly. And for this, as Small Press Publisher Sarah, I would have been tempted to say, sorry, they only have the store brand Corporal Munch. It's the same thing. That's right. It's got a picture of a captain with a C on his hat, and a white background and a brown stripe around it. Scott Cracker says, I have a pretty strong diaphragm too, but that still doesn't stop me from losing my breath when some 4th degree black belt kicks me in the gut, Wade. I try to avoid such situations. And when I was a kid, we couldn't afford Captain Crunch. I had to settle for Colonel Clank. Not touching that one. Anyway, that's the best joke of the show. That is a good one, Skunk. I'm proud of you, brother. And Nick Tucker says, I'm still learning, Skunk. I have had to learn 3 streaming platforms, 2 new social media platforms in the last couple of months, but I will look into it. I'm still on the ones I'm stuck with the ones I'm at. And anyway, Michaela Jade mocks Skunk with her laughter. And to Ninja Genko, good to see you, my friend. Skunk Rocker, you have to burn their stuff in a public display. Let them know you mean business. Just kidding. Don't do that. I'm saying do it. Anyway, no, you don't want to do that unless you're there with a fire hose or a garden hose in order to contain the blaze. No, but I think, like carrying all their crap out to the curb sends a message. Or wherever you keep your garbage cans, But yeah, there's no excuse for that. That's terrible, terrible roommating there. And I love peanut butter Captain Crunch, but currently eating Fruity Pebbles. I found something at Ollie's. I was in Ollie's the other night, in fact, after I left SalukiCon. And I picked up a couple comic things, including a book on Will Eisner, champion of the graphic novel by Paul Levitz, former president and publisher of DC Comics. Rick Bradley, you may want to check that book out if you don't have it already. I couldn't find the Monsters Unleashed, though, darn it. I guess they're out of that one. But anyway, they have Frosted Mini Wheats pumpkin spice flavor. Brian's happy. He tore through 2 boxes of it very recently, and Cookie never got any. So now we bought a couple more boxes, and we're happy again. And I was legit terrified last night, says the Skunk Crocker, when I left the house to go to work, that I was going to come home and my computer was going to be smashed into a million pieces. Thank God he isn't that immature. Better not be. Better not be. Skunk, do take all proper precautions, though. I do say, and I know you have already, but it bears repeating. And anyway, here's somebody I love. Here's Nita Lanning of the Raging 2 Broadcast Network. Happy 420, nerds. Mwah! Well, I know what you'll be doing today, Nita. That means Daphne's carrying the load today. No, tonight will be Zimcast, right? At 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, with Randy Zimmerman and friends. It's always fascinating, and that's the show where Randy takes the gloves off, where he's not warm and fuzzy like he is on Sunday mornings on Sunday Funnies at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Central Time. But we love you, Nita. We love you, Daphne. And still buzzing about is I went back and rewatched our interview from a couple weeks ago. I had a great time. And got to get you 2 on here. Anyway, love you, Nita. Mwah. Hope you have a great 420. I really do. And we love A-Cuff Creations. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful you. Mwah. So glad to see you, Keisha. And that's a blessing, Skunk, says Molly. I agree. And morning, Nita. And Molly Dale says, Keisha and Nita has arrived. And Rick Bradley says, watched the Batman last night. Not bad. Pattinson is no Michael Keaton or Kevin Conroy, but he did well. Although they did tease the Joker, and I hope they don't bring him back in a movie anytime soon. He's my favorite, but we could go without for a while. I wish the comics were that diligent. Yeah, I saw that they had a Joker person in there. And it should have. I guess it was going to be a longer scene, but they cut it for time or whatever because the movie's still 3 hours long. But yeah, I'm going to wait till that comes on DVD or whatever because my poor bladder can't handle it. I miss it. I miss intermissions. I'm telling you. When I was younger, any movie more than 2 hours long got an intermission in the middle. I think the last one I saw in the theater that had an intermission was Gandhi with Ben Kingsley. So that shows you how long ago it was. But no, I'm looking forward to seeing the Batman. I wonder if I'd read rumors about Pattinson and the director didn't always see eye to eye on things, and wondering if they if there will be a sequel. I hope so, because I guess it's making good money right now. But I look forward to seeing that. I just don't know if it's going to be in the theater or not. And Region 2 Broadcast Network, check them out, and please subscribe to that channel. I implore you. Hey, from this one, Small Press, what's up? And hey, Keisha and John B. Pica, good morning, Multiverse. Hey there, friends and foes. Happy New Comics Day. Good to see you, sir. Oh, that reminds me, John. I picked up the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers versus Godzilla comic that you recommended. And I gotta say, Johnny, you're spot on. That was a really good read. That really was good. I enjoyed it. I'm probably going to be getting the rest of the series now. And I'm not a huge Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fan. In fact, I'm hardly one. But I do like Godzilla. And I love the artwork of Freddie Williams III. So definitely a great comic book. Thank you again, John, for that recommendation. JohnPica.com. Check out his new book, Nightreich, available on Amazon. And happy 420, Nita. And Carl's mocking with the laughter and can't stay long in the middle of client calls. John, have a great day, my friend. It was good that you checked in, though. And Region 2 Broadcast Network, working the 9 to 5, trying to figure out what the next accountability should be. Don't hold me to anything except getting you more coffee. And Ninja Genko greets Nita. She is the local superstar. And Sarah, maybe I'll see what's waiting for me in my pulls and put blinders on for the rest of the store with a little bit of unexpected cash yesterday. Probably one comic book. Enjoy that comic book, sweetheart. And thank you, Michaela Jane, says Region 2 Broadcast. I've been a good girl this year. The plant god was very generous. Oh, so you save it all up for one day. Right, I bet you. And what up, Region 2? And challenge accepted, Carl. And hey to Ninja Gecko and Carl Witzman from Region 2. And Mikhail says hello to Nita. And maybe I should start growing different plants in my greenhouse. You can do it in Illinois, I think. Does Illinois have... I know that some states that have recreational marijuana laws, some of them allow a certain amount of plants for one's private care. That's the thing. You could start growing some of that stuff. That's some serious money. Growing plants for the dispensaries anymore. And Michaela, do it. Yes. And woohoo! Cyber Tacto 15 is up on the Historical Fencing Guild Patreon page. Check that out on patreon.com. It's awesome. And Scott Parker says, yeah, I didn't bring that up with him, but I did really want to be like, bro, you have no money, yet you want to second and Charles and bought books and DVDs. Yeah, you got to have your priorities, and rent has got to be there. So I'm serious. And A-Cuff Creation says, I'm taking a Facebook fast, mental health and all. And you're with this crowd? So if y'all want to share your PG-13 links and promos to my page while I'm gone, please do. I may take you up on it because, like I said earlier, Brian has a new book out. It is from Prose Press. It's called The New Adventures of the Blue Circle. And I am joined by two other fine, super fine authors. And it's Crime Fighting by Committee. Len Stafford, when he goes out as the two-fisted crusader, the Blue Circle, he also has a group of advisors, all of whom are reformed ex-cons that advise him on how to handle the situation. And in my story, one of them is seemingly murdered. And the Blue Circle investigates and finds definitely a crooked man behind it. But anyway, please check it. Isn't that a beautiful cover? Please check out the New Adventures of the Blue Circle. Available now on Amazon. You'll see the link in the comments above or below, depending on where you're watching this. And so I'm really proud of that book. I'm looking forward to getting my comp copy of it. And let's see what we got here. And but anyway, Keisha, I understand taking a break. We'll be here when you return, all right? And that astounds me, continues the Skunk Rocker, that he thinks I'm broke. I need to save my money for bills, but what's most important? A book about Atari games? That's more important than keeping the lights on? And the audacity of him saying, I only care about myself. Like, dude, if that was true, I'd have kicked you out months ago. No. We need to think happy thoughts now. Serious time is over. Sarah, and Michaela Jade in bikinis. Whew! Oh my goodness! Did it just get warm in here or what? Oh goodness, am I wearing pants or not? Only one way to find out. So anyway, yeah, I feel your pain, Skunk. I'm feeling something else right now. I think you're decidedly overdressed, but I'll go with it for now, Skunk. I like how you think. Anyway, and Rick Riley says I've signed up for Heroes for Kids on July 16th. Excellent. Thank you for that date there. And I'm told I'm going to be doing a panel on creativity this year. Lonnie's going to stock it for me, so start pestering him now to be on it. And here we go. Hugs to Skunk. At least you got rid of the toxicity. Amen, Molly Daniels. And y'all can call me Daddy. I call you Daddy, sweetheart. You betcha. You can be my daddy anytime, sweetheart. Definitely, and hugs and kisses to you too, Sarah. And Nita, you can call me Uncle. And good day, Bonsart, says Nicholas Tockard. I can't wait to be on your program. You're going to have a good time, Nick. I promise. He's a great interviewer. And good morning to my brother in bacon, Luke Stone. Check out Nerd Bacon tomorrow on the Raging 2 Network at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Central, where it has the deadliest, most potent form of ASMR to start out the show. I always try to tune in about 2 minutes into the show because I sit there and I can smell it now. I'm getting hungry. I don't have any bacon in here. What's wrong with me? And yep, no one wants to see me in a bikini unless it's a scare campaign. I double dog dare you to send me a picture of you in a bikini, Molly. Same thing with you and Michaela and Sarah. And Molly, I would love to see you in a bikini. Thank you, Skunk Rocker. But I wasn't going to say that out loud because I don't know you that well. I do try to be respectful. Skunk, I gave up on that years ago. But Molly and I have some miles together, so I guess I can get away with it. Plus, I'm incorrigible. And Nick Tucker, Skunk, how much is that simulator? I will be installing Steam later. I never downloaded stuff before a scheduled stream. Molly Dana says, Skunk, my 20-year-old self, yes, but after 3 kids, hell no. And Skunk Rocker says, I don't know, Nick, I'm driving. And Bobby Nash, good morning, Brian and everyone. Bobby, how are you, my friend? Check out the hopefully soon-to-be award-winning Snow Shorts 2 from Ben Books. I am nominated for the Pulp Factory Award. I'm cautiously optimistic, Bobby. It's me. It's imposter syndrome kicking in. But definitely check out this book. 3 great short stories in one volume. If you like quick read crime fiction, this is the one for you. So, yes, I've got a bookmark in there. That means I'm reading the other 2 stories. But anyway, Bobby, it's good to see you. BobbyNash.com. Check out this man's amazing work and sign up for one of the most active pages on Patreon, his page. It's great. Skunk Cracker says, you don't want to wear a bikini? That's your problem. All I said was I want to see you in one, just like I want to see Brian in a banana hammock. It could happen, Skunk. You never know. And I temped at Quaker here in Danville years ago, and when Peanut Butter Crunch was running on the line, my office manager would go down and get a huge bag of it, hot off the line, and bring it back for break. Oh my God! I think I'm having I think between the idea of 2 of our ladies and 3 of our ladies in bikinis and Nerd Bacon, and I'm having a visible reaction. Let's just put it that way. And Molly Daniels mocks us with her laughter. And Brian Robin says, well, I must lurch back into the shadows and lurk with a vengeance. Lurk. Have a wonderful new comic book day, folks. Hashtag bring Cookie home and hashtag laugh like Skeletor. Will do. I'll get you, He-Man. I want that peanut butter Captain Crunch off the line. Oh my goodness. Oh man, I need a cigarette now. Marco, get me some cigarettes. Anyway, so Everyone has a small price publisher mocks a skunk with the laughter. Point taken. And Randy uncut and uncensored. That's true. And Randy has his moments. I still wish he had to run that. He ran a an outro for a potential outro for the show when I was on C's show a couple weeks ago. I want him so desperately to run that. But unfortunately, his good sense kicked in. And Sarah says, my ex-husband destroyed a lot of my things in the final rampage. I never thought. Delete a message or something that's better talking about private. That's okay, hon. That's okay. And John B. Pike, I got to run. Check out the back of the cereal box this Saturday when we review Jim, Quisp, and cool new loot live from Smokey's Toys and Collectibles. Go to backofthecerealbox.fun for all the fun you can handle. Thank you, John, for being here. And intermission in movies, how old are you, BKM? Well, you know, it was right in the middle of that Charlie Chaplin film I was watching. You know, I love that little tramp. I am elderly. I'm 66 years old, John B. Pike, and I'm proud of it. And I'll send pics later. Michaela, if you want to run them by me to see if they're suitable for skunk. All right, remember your friends. And therapist, notice the fez, your brand is growing. Is that code? Anyway, Luke, I'm glad we can entertain your therapist too. Hello, Luke's therapist. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Luke is a wonderful human being. I say that with all sincerity. And this is one of his favorite shows, I'm sure. And it's on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. And if you ever want to type in some comments, we'd be glad to read them from you. And thank you for helping our guy. All right, in all sincerity. I don't think physical therapists get enough credit in this world. I have seen the literal miracles that you pull off, and all I can say is I'm grateful for your taking care of our boy Luke, all right, and for all that you do. Hope you have an incredible hump day. In Region 2, yes, we need intermissions. 4 babies, mama can only hold this bladder for so long. I haven't had any babies, and I can't handle it either. The other night, I swear to God, I don't get them often now, but for a while, I was like, I'd get up like every 2 hours to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Then I had a couple bouts where I was up every hour. Last week, I had a day where I was up every half hour. So I never really got a good night's sleep. I just took a succession of naps all night long. And then I was productive when I woke up too. It's like, am I trying to totally dehydrate myself? What? So, that's more than y'all need to know. Anyway, and Carl Wisman says, heck, we need intermissions in this show. And yeah, Region 2 is going to pee now. Go for me. Would you need it? I really need it. Anyway, Nick Tucker, no worries. Hit me up later. Skunk Digital Design is on my to-do list. Anita, I hope you are doing all right. I do hope you guys are planning actual food given prices. Yes. And Region 2, we'll be joining Dojo Kun for his 420 special tonight at 10 p.m. I love Dojo Kun. I just discovered him during the very distasteful affair involving Randy and Luke and all. So that ought to be good. I will try to tune in tonight, sweetheart. And hey there, Nicholas Tucker, says Nita Lanning. And my PG-13 links is on the Carly. Keisha won't be getting any of my stuff. Yeah, you and me both, girlfriend. The only PG I have is Power Girl, and you don't want to see those, and that's for sure. Don, this is Carl Witzman. And Sarah says, yeah, when my living expenses were slashed, comics stopped, a lot of huge expenses are coming up. And Keisha Acuff says, haha, Don, you can share your stuff as long as there isn't any pictures. Well, lets me out. And yay, Rick from Molly Daniels, and brrr, Skunk, oh yeah. And morning, folks, good morning, Eric Hawkins, who is smashing all those goals on his current Kickstarter. And please check out the Zombieful World of Oz #4 is coming out through the graces of Kickstarter. And if you missed issues 1 through 3, you have a chance to get that great graphic novel that reprints those 3 issues, including a story by myself in there. So yeah. And good morning, Melanie Dean. Haven't talked to you in ages. Mwah. Good morning, Melanie. Melanie does a great show on Tuesday nights, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Please check that out. Melanie, it's good to see you, and I hope all is well with you. Mwah. Good to see you. my dear. And Rick Bradley says after having a daughter, the whole daddy kink loses all sorts of enticement. I'm sure. And Nick Tucker is looking forward to being on Dispatches in a couple weeks, Nita. I meet the most fascinating people through these different shows. Yeah, me too. Good stuff. I'm grateful to be on them too. And Eric, when are we going to be at a con at the same time? So asks Molly Daniels. Probably have to keep me out of there. That's probably how. And I am starting to think my shtick is I am the only streamer not crowdfunding while on shows. Nick, it's you and me, man. I haven't had a Kickstarter in 5 years. I am hoping by this time next year to have one for the sequel to The Terrors because I'm working on a side project. I was going to crowdfund The Terrors, which is a new book I've got coming out this summer, hopefully. And one of the thank you gifts was going to be this side project that I made mostly for myself. Well, it seems that it started taking on a life of its own, and I decided that we would not do it for this one, but the next campaign we will probably, when we have the second book, the third at the latest, we will have a companion volume that will be kind of like a guide to the Terrors universe. Using all kinds of public domain goodness in it. So I'm excited by it. I'm really happy with the project. It'll be a living document in that it will grow. And every few campaigns, we're going to do an updated version of it. So anyway, really looking forward to getting that. Raging 2 Broadcast Network. Subscribe to that channel today on YouTube. Nick Tucker, those guys are weird AF. You can really tell a hamster is head of HR over here. It's better than the one we've got at our network. I'm telling you that right now, Nita. And Sarah Sutter says Illinois vehicle registration jumped an additional $100 per year due next week. Still not desperate enough to supervise inmates where they don't always hire people with even a good enough diploma. And I train and supervise them for little pay and no benefits around all the sharp kitchen items. Fuck that. Okay, I don't blame you. And Eric Hawkins says, my next con is Heroes for Kids. That is the only one I have scheduled right now. Don't tell him I'm going to be there. He'll bail. And Nick, you can shill hybrids. The Quick Play is an add-on. And that's a good book, too. I got a copy of that during the last campaign. And check out Luke's campaign for hybrids number 8, which I've signed up for, too. It's all cool. And Carl Wisman says, think about Silicon, Eric. You can sit with us and sign copies of the Mad Gasser Cheerleader. That's not a bad idea. Y'all might wind up in the Eric. Remember, Eric, we had how much fun we had in the Love Shack, and I'm told the Love Shack will happen again. So there you go. And Molly Dan says, okay, see you there. I'm under orders to purchase Oz. My daughter wants to read the first issue or more. Yeah, and if I thought of, I didn't learn till SalukiCon that you wanted that, I don't think. If Eric doesn't take care of you, I think I might be able to. So anyway, Nick Tucker says, Luke, I never not chill your stuff. You know me better than that. And Amanda says, thank you. She is working miracles here for sure. Well, Amanda, you carry the love of this broadcast with you. And we, in all sincerity, again, thank you so much for all you're doing for Luke and for all of your clients. I know it is sometimes a difficult job, but when you're in this community, it will never be a thankless job. All right, Amanda, we love you. We all love you. And Sarah says, I'll be at Silicon. I'm working on convincing Ron to show up again to join us. In a perfect world, Ron would show up with you, and I would get Kadrolsha Ona Carol to show up with me. So, and we'd all go up in Calgon to Bachelor's Grove. Yes, that would work. But I'm leaving my cell phone in the car this time. And I know, Nick, you rock, brother. Agreed. And you want us to cancel all that madness and grifting, says the Raging 2 Broadcast Network. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you saw it too then, right? I hear you. And Molly Daniels will be at Silicon also, Sarah, as if you need any more reason to show up, people. It's going to be a great affair this coming September. And I rock, but not as much as Luke Stone's hybrids. The Killing Fields that, well, I would say you rock equally, sir. You definitely rock. And as promo for Comic Book Spectrum, guess what book will be added to the comic book phone? Daisy number 5. Daisy, give me your answer due. Find out which comics you can pick for a review this coming Thursday on Comic Book Spectrum at 7 p.m. They'll be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central Time. Always a good show, always a good time. And it's the show if you don't like comics. It's a great show to watch anyway. We will make you smile. And what Nick said, agreed, Luke Stone Studios, and still kind of sounding more and more tempting. Nick, it's only about call it 3 hours from you, and it's a lot of fun. It's a paranormal show done at the local cross county mall. Becky Guyman is a delight to work with. And we might be able to we might have our own section. We can all hang out. And last time I found our own toilet. So anyway, because I used to work in a mall, I know where they're at. So anyway, Nick, contact me and I'll get you the information on who to talk to, all right? And Molly Dale says, economy, reason why I can't buy inventory at the moment. Need copies of Rex, Creative Generations, Whispers, Bad Decisions, and Mixed Bag. Plenty of other books, though. Yeah, and I've got one, two, three, 4 books I definitely need. And possibly by then I'm going to have 3 more to reorder, hopefully 4, maybe 5. So it's a good season. Anyway, Sarah says, I will hypnotize you to show up, Nick. And she is hypnotizing. That she is. And we're at 116 backers, says Eric Hawkins, and $290 away from the next stretch goal. Please, Eric, I know you're going to put in the link. Please post it, my friend. And let's get Eric a little closer to that next stretch goal. Let's make this boy work. I'm telling you, work. Awesomeness thee. Says Sarah Carl, I might have to go to Silicon. Eric, you should. You were at the last one, brother. You were at the last one with me. We had fun. We enjoyed ourselves. And Cookie should be there with me. But anyway, yes, Eric, says Carl Witzman. And yay, Eric. And Silicon is going to be great. It is a blast, seriously. And Nick, we need to talk about getting you there as well. Like I said, it's in Mattoon, Illinois. It's not a, well, I know that you've got a couple challenges, but it's a good time. It seriously is a good time. And Molly Dad says, that reminds me, heard back from Superman, and I'm signed up. Yes, Molly will be at Artist Alley and Writer's Way at the Superman celebration in June. Rick Riley says, sweet, I'll get to see and bother Eric Hawkins and bring him all the issues of Monkey Meat to sign for me. Oh, God. Anyway, and Eric Hawkins, yes, Brian, I remember how much fun we had and also how much I didn't sell. Well, if you hadn't been having so damn much fun, Eric. Anyway, no, seriously, the first time was just practice, Eric. Now it's on. It's for real. And from this was Wall Press publisher Luke Stone Studios and Nick Tucker. I get the hint. I need to finish the other project. I need to find a better format as I finish it. Carl Westman asks, does Silicon provide the tables and chairs? Yes. I might bring some extra. You do it, seriously. You're kind of like sold a space, and they do supply tables and chairs. But you might have room, depending on where you're stationed, for an additional table if you need the space. Rick Bradley said, finally read issue 1 and 2 of the new Ghost Rider. Johnny Blaze is back as the Spirit of Vengeance, and it started off in an interesting way. That sounds cool. And yes, with Calgon looking like the Dumber and Dumber movie. You'll have to forgive my friend. He's a little slow. Yeah. And Nick Tucker says, things happen, Joe D. As long as you keep things tight and professional, it will be golden. Remember, extra material always makes a good sequel/expansion. And it would be cosplaying, too. That's right. And Sarah is mocked by Molly Daniels' laughter and innocent grin. Yeah, right, Sarah. Pull the other one's got a bell in it. And Eric did get a commission out of being at Silicon since he did the cover for the Mad Gasser cheerleader, available at Lulu.com. And also check out the sequel coming out soon, also at Lulu.com. And all right, going silent but tuning in. We love you, Nita. Got to get some work done before 420 so I can really begin to partake in today's festivities. Look at me being all responsible. Meredith would be shocked and proud. I'm not shocked, but I'm always proud of you, darling. I really am. And thank you for, the other day when I showed up during one of the shows and you like at me, or it was Monday. Monday, I saw that. And I love you too, honey. Mwah. You and C have a great day, all right? And celebrate 420 for me, would you please? And check it out. That's the Raging 2 Broadcast Network on YouTube and Facebook. Please sign up for their Facebook page. Please sign up for their channel on YouTube. All right, help them get monetized. All right, and we have caught up with your comments. Yay! And Carl Wisman, I agree, Carl. She would be very proud. I can see her smiling at her girl now. So I don't think she'd be shocked one bit. All right, that's the faith I've got in you, Nita. So we are caught up. And now, I think what that means is we are going to. I think let's put a bow on this one, and this is the only responsible hour of 420 probably. So anyway, let's wrap this up. Why don't we? And to do that, let's talk about our attitude of gratitude, and that's going to extend first of all to the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Please check out the shows that we have on this network, 7 days a week of entertainment and enlightenment. And also check out Mondays on starting the last Monday of this month, April. Rick and Donovan Bradley are going to be hosting the brand new R&D gaming show with trivia and all kinds of live stuff going on, and it's going to be a good time. Please check out that show if you love gaming, video gaming in particular. You're going to love that show. I know I will. Also, please check out our Patreon page. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can directly support your favorite creators with a small monthly stipend. And $1 a month will get you a look at our twice weekly blog that is available nowhere else. It's exclusive for our Patreon supporters. And then $5 a month will get you a look at our works in progress. And Saturday, we will be posting the final chapter of The Terrors. And I've got to go back and see if I can find and link all of the chapters so that you can refer to them. So anyway, please check that out on Patreon at patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. Your support is always greatly appreciated. And we've got some more comments now. Have a great day, everyone. You too, Carl. Thank you for being here as always, my friend. Sarah says, I thought about using black sticky notes for my status in homage to Meredith, the sticky note queen. Amen. And Molly Dance, have a wonderful day. Same to you, sweetheart. Everyone take care and stay creative and game on, says Rick Bradley. Check out that gaming show with Donovan and Rick on Monday nights coming on the 26th. And handwritten instead of general font, more personal that way. Much love to you too, Sarah. Fun show. Fun you. Glad you were here, sweetheart, to help it make it so. And so with that comment, let's see. We want to thank the Rising Tide Publications for sponsoring this episode. And we also want to thank, let me get to it. Let me get to it. The, heading the wrong way. Not just the Rising Tide Publications sponsoring this show, but also Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. A great book deserves a great cover. And if you want a great cover that you can afford as an independent creator, then you need to check out Plasma Fire Graphics. Check out their Facebook page. Then go to plasmafiregraphics.com and inquire as to Jeffrey Hayes' indie creator friendly pricing on all of your graphic needs to sell your work. That's plasmafiregraphics.com. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And we've got a few more comments here. And Donna, Carleen Latersall, thank you for being here, Donna. Appreciate you so much. And from Vessel Small Press Publisher, should I plan to do a free comic book day comic for next year? You decide. Yes, there, we've settled it. And much love from Raging 2 Broadcast Network to Sarah, and much love from us to you, Nita. Love you, and sending hugs and love to you and C. And later on from the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, well, now that we've decided on his course of action. And Luke Stone Studios says, Hybrids is less than $200 away from hitting the first stretch goal. Yes, let's make this happen, all right? Let's make this happen for Luke and for all lovers of great pictorial literature, all right? And Luke Stone says, later, looking forward to seeing you, Luke. See you tomorrow on Nerd Bacon with Nicholas Anthony Tockert and Mike Jimmy Lorcha de Bruin. And a great guest, I'm sure, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., 8 a.m. Central on the Raging 2 Broadcast Network. Please subscribe to all that stuff. Love you, Luke. Thank you for being here. And love you, Amanda. Thank you for everything. And Sarah, mwah, back at you. Love you, sweetheart. We'll be talking later. And with that, we're going to go back to the brand here. And we thanked everyone. And so all that remains now, folks, is to say toodaloo. Toodaloo. So anyway, hope you have a great Wednesday, and whether you are celebrating at 20 minutes past 4 today or not, we hope that you have a sensational hump day, and we hope that your selections on New Comic Book Day are awesome. There's a lot of great stuff going on out there. There's a lot of distractions, but there's a lot of great creativity going on. We hope you become a part of it. And we will see you tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, with reviews, news, and views on comic books. And then we'll be back Friday morning for a brand new Nevermind the Furthermore. And hopefully have a surprise for you, maybe. Anyway, also, please check out our newest book, The New Adventures of the Blue Circle, 3 great tales edited by Cookie Morris from Prose Press, and available now on Amazon. The link is in the description wherever you're watching. And so, as always, my friends, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing the show. Thank you for enjoying it and supporting us. We appreciate it so very much. And we hope that today, as always, you stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, and never apologize for being awesome. That's just what you are. Thank you for your inspiration and your support. Everyone, have a great Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Happy 420. And happy New Comic Book Day. See you Friday morning on a brand new Nevermind the Furthermore. Take care, everyone.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide Broadcast Network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastine, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
Now on Sunday mornings, longtime independent comics creator Randy Zimmerman brings to you a podcast that talks about the lighter and more whimsical side of comics, the fun side of comics. That's right. Sunday Funnies is back Sunday morning, 9 a.m. on the Raging 2 YouTube channel and on certain Facebook pages. Check it out, won't you? Special guests, great talk, and a lot of fun as we work to put the fun back in funny books. See you there.
Yo, Pops here. Are you looking to be on Monday Madness? Is Monday no good? You need a special edition? Are you looking to be on the first timer spotlight on for you new guys? Launch parties, countdowns, CromCon Monthly. We got it all right here at the Madness Comic Network, providing online promotional services for the indie comic community and proud sponsor of
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit cb4k.org.
Stormgate Press presents a collection of 7 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Experience courageous two-fisted heroes and their intrepid and often dangerous exploits. From dark, watery depths to high-flying heights, these fantastic tales span the globe and take the reader on fast-paced adventures in classic pulp style. Take a seat as we pull back the curtain on Days Gone By with edge-of-your-seat storytelling in the vein of Golden Age era pulp fiction. This is Pulp Reality. Available now from Stormgate Press on Amazon.com. From author Brian K. Morris comes an epic tale of armor forged by a god, a hero forged by courage and an ancient menace poised to re-emerge and threaten our world. Volcana, Rebirth of the Champion, is available on Amazon.com. Get your copy today.